Dear students, today I have chosen the topic software and its type for class 9th. It is a very crucial topic so far this working of a system is concerned, because without the lifeline a human being cannot perform or process anything or cannot do anything. Even we cannot accomplish anything, we cannot survive at all. Similarly, without the software support, a system cannot do anything, because software is going to be something working like a lifeline for a computer system. So there is a human being and a user, hardware component to perform, but the guidance should be given as an instruction or as a program with a form of a software. So let's start with the today's topic. Hope I will be enjoying it very much. Now whenever you go for it, there are three cases I have demonstrated, and the case number one, a system is very much well acquainted with the information getting from the internet, and in case 2, a lady is very much happy with the system's working, so she's clapping. But in the third case, the system has been put on a stretcher and it is going apart. Now what is the difference between the first two and the third? The difference is very much vivid, that in third case the system is not working as per the expectation, and that expectation is cannot be achieved because the software support may not be working properly. Because in case of hardware you can replace it, but in software the lifeline, without changing hardware, you have to simply refurbish it, or you have to repair it, or simply you have to rejuvenate it. So that is the point. So let us understand and try to find it out what is the composition of a software structurally, and then what is going to happen if you do not have a software, then what are the types. If you understand all the things, then you can find it out the importance of a software. Now let's start with it. Now that in any case the tactical layers are basically the channels a system should follow to interact with the external world. Now in external world we are there, then we are the user or the programmer. We interact with the application software, which is going to take the instruction from us. Then the application software gives or pertains the information instructions to the system software to get the things done by the hardware. That means in between hardware and a user, there are two more layers of hidden virtual component, and these two virtual components are software. Now system software is very much attached to the hardware, and application software is very much attached to the user. Actually the basic rule for working is basically the attachment to whom it is actually dealing with. User for the application software and hardware for the system software. Now let's get into the composition of it. Now whenever we're going to deal with the composition, because if you want to know the working of a software, the type of software, so you have to find it out what is actually happening inside a software, how it is being structurally defined. Now a statement is the building block for any of the software or programs or the package, whatever nomenclature or naming pattern you go for. Statement is a building block. This is a single instruction written with a computer language to perform a specific thing. That is called a statement. And whenever I'm going to have a logically sequenced collection of statements to do a job, we should call it a program. So collection of statements are there, logically arranged, so we should call it a program. It is supposed to do a single task. Then whenever you're going to have a collection of programs for a particular environment to give a entity concept, we should call it a software. And whenever various type of softwares are being put in a common basket just to deal with a specific environment, we should call it a package. Now I think it is be better, and it will be better if I give you some example. If I take Microsoft Office, it is basically a package. Now whenever you're going to get a Microsoft Office, automatically I'm taking the help of or getting Word, PowerPoint as well as Excel as a components. So these are individual independent software. Now within a software we are having innumerous number of programs just to deal with the various type of expectations of the user, because these are basically application software. How to insert a clip art, how to make a slideshow, how to make the animations, how to insert a table. So these are the different type of expectations of the user. So just to deal with the expectations, there should be specific programs. Now whenever we get into the programs, a collection of statements are there to get that particular thing done, and for each and every program there is a collection of statement. So it will be collection of statement, collection of program, collection of software. This is the hierarchy. So if you understand the hierarchy, then you can find it out to whom it is dealing with and how it is actually working. Now next, let's find out the type of software part. Now the software is basically being branched or being categorized as per the working environment for whom it is working. Actually, I have already said early that whenever it is being attached with the system, we should call it a system software, and whenever the software is very much attached to the user, it's an application software, because the user is actually interacting with the applications. Whatever he or she expects with the help of system, he or she can do. Now whenever I'm going to get into the system software, the most crucial component one, because an user can perform, accomplish, or can execute something when the system is working. Now to make a system working, the first component, or the first and foremost component, is better to say, is an operating system, without which a system cannot be made ready for the work. Then there is a language translator or language process, whatever you want to say, you can call it. This is basically the most important component with the help of which the directives, codes, or instructions can be converted into such a format in which the process can understand and do the work. In third component under the system software category is basically utility software, whatever is not being readily available or being used every day, but if you have it, it is better for the system. Somehow you can put the antivirus in that category. And then it comes the device driver. That means there are certain devices which are being connected from the external world, webcam, printer, scanner. If you have to make these components work, you should have extra guide or extra drivers or extra installation software. These are called device driver. Now these are actually dealing with hardware, so these are also coming under the system software. Just to repeat it, system software are those component softwares which are actually dealing with the systems or hardware components to get the things done. Now shift our focus to the application software. Now as per the name is concerned, so far it is basically the software which is actually dealing with the user. Now the user may be a user who is going to use a particular component on a regular basis. These are basically general purpose. Normally everybody or anybody can deal with writing a letter, making a presentation, analysis of data with the help of spreadsheets. So these are all coming under the general purpose one. Now there may be something which is not very specifically available in the market, or it is not being ever used by everybody. Those are called customized. Suppose I'm dealing with expert system, so for artificial intelligence I'm supposed to have that, so it is a customized one. I'm going to have something called library management software, or for the paper generation. So these are not readily available in the market for each and everybody's use. So these are called customized or specialized software. Now I think after this you have got through that there are two broad categories. Under each category there are a number of modules, and these number of modules are representing different types of software. So if you identify the particular specific pattern of working of individual module, then you can identify which type of software you should have to prefer, or you have to go for whenever any requirement come. Now come to the assignment part. I think you'll be very happy to get only two assignments. The first one is that you have to give the two examples for each and every components. That means the ultimate leaf nodes. Leaf nodes are the particular module of a particular inverted tree after which you do not have any branching. That means you have to give examples of operating system software, language processors, utility software, device driver, general purpose software, and specialized or customized software. And the second options for your assignment, or second component, can you collect any three features of an operating system? That means it is being asked that please go through the whatever resources you are having, find out the most important feature of the most important system software. Even not system software, if you want to go in the world of software, the most important one is the operating system, without which a system cannot perform. So please collect the data about it and choose the best three and note it down. Now it is better to stay safe and stay at home, stay fit and stay healthy. Thank you.